It's a new month and it is my favorite season of the year, which is fall. Mainly because my birthday is in fall. I'm really not an outside person, so I can't even say it's about the weather, but there are other perks that I love about it, like sweaters and hoodies and leggings and boots and jean jackets. I mean, all that comes in the fall. If you're here, you can see by the title, today we are doing my monthly reset. I do have a template for this. I have a routine that I do every single month, preparing for a new month at the end of the month, and things that I make sure I do, and that is what I share in this video. So let's just hop right into it. I'm going to start with my reflection. I reflect on every single month and I keep a track of that in my Notion. If you would like a monthly reflection template, just leave me a comment down below and I will leave it for you. But it is a Notion template that you can pretty much just use every single month. And this helps me reflect. It helps me see what my month was like. It gives me a moment to kind of like sit down, think about it, digest it, and then also think about what went well, what didn't go well, and what I can improve upon. Within my template for the month of September, I have already done this rating. As you can see, I updated this on the 29th, and it is the season of fall, and I gave this month 2 stars. So I gave this one 2 stars because it wasn't a bad month. It was more of, I didn't do a lot of the things that sets me up for success. And so because of that, the month felt disorganized, which is actually the word I chose for the month, disorganized. I was starting a new job. I started my new job actually the last week of August. So September was like a full month where I was in my new position. And with my position, I travel a little bit in the sense of like I commute to work. So my commute is about an hour both ways. So it's about 2 hours out of my day that I'm in the car. It's crazy because I was thinking about like time wise, what I used to do before I had this job. And I was in a different position. I was working 4 to midnight. And then I was only getting probably about 5 hours of sleep on average a day. And then I would get up and I would have a second job that I would go to in the morning for about 4 hours. I would still go to the gym. My kids still had their activities and I still had everything else that I was doing. So when I thought about it that way, I was like, dang, like it seems like I have much more time. However, I wasn't getting the sleep that I needed to get. And I think that is one of like the biggest change in the sense of like my time for the day. Now I've been making it a priority to get 8 hours of sleep if I can. And when I say if I can, is like if I have something that I need to do somewhere that I need to go, if I have something that I'm trying to accomplish and I need to stay up a little bit later, then I'll go ahead and do that. But mainly I try to get 8 hours of sleep. So that means I'm in bed by 9 o'clock every day. So if I don't get home until like 6:37, that's literally just 2 hours I have in the afternoon to take care of what I need to take care of. Now in the morning, and I also go a little bit early because I go to the gym in the morning. So there are things that are like taking up my time, but when I compare it to what I was doing before, it's like that those things weren't included in my extra time, if that makes sense. So I'm still doing good in that way, but it was disorganized because I wasn't looking at my systems. I wasn't doing the certain processes of making goals for the week. I wasn't doing my planner every week. I wasn't looking at my calendar every week. So I was missing things, or at the last minute had to adjust things. So I was very disorganized in the month of September. But at work, I was like setting in place systems at work to be better organized there. So it was a plus there, kind of a negative on like my personal life side, but that's okay. Like it was kind of like a give and a take. So that's why, like I said, I kind of rated this month a low 2 stars, if you will. Memorable moments from this month are goodbye dinners. Now, of course, no one likes to say goodbye, but the month of September, I was full up on social activities and going out with the people that were at my old job because I actually switched locations. The people that were at my old location, and we went out like almost every Tuesday this past month. I was going out to dinner with friends and that was such a good time, spending time with them and talking and like having memories, but then at the same time still like cultivating our relationships and solidifying them and like remembering like these are the people that are like my core core, you know what I mean, like in my core friendships and stuff like that, and that I'm not going to forget them. I just don't see them every single day now when I go to work. So it was a great time, and a great, like, just to have the ability to do that was so nice. There was even one time that a friend of mine from work, like, she literally texted me out the blue, and I actually had the evening where I could go out, and like I met her for like drinks, and we talked for hours, and we had such a good time. So those are my memorable moments from this month of September. Like, even though I was disorganized on the planning front, I was still like having a good time, and I still had a good month, and still have like such good memories from the month. I just wasn't organized at all. What I learned is to ask for help and to use my resources. I think it's much as one of my personality traits is to just automatically try and do everything myself, but there are moments where I do have to ask for help. At work, I am great at this. I will find someone to help me do what I need to do very quickly. At home, not so much. I barely ask for help. I constantly just want to do it myself and want to take care of it myself. And that can cause problems and issues with just my everyday functioning of life, because if I'm hung up on trying to get something done and then I'm never asking for help, and then the actual task can take longer, like, come on girl, like you're being counterintuitive. You got to know that. You got to know. You know? Also, what I learned are processes will keep the team together. So this goes for work, but this also goes for my home, because I consider like me and my kids, like we're a team, as well as like me and my parents and my sister, like we all kind of work together to help all of our lives kind of move forward. So having good like processes in place really help with that. As far as home life, like I said, I have like me and my kids, and then my sister and her family, and then my parents, and my brother, like, you know, so it's really like 3 little families, and we kind of sometimes have to like come together and kind of help each other. So I actually started a family calendar like for us at home, and we write all the things we need to know like on the calendar, like little teeny things. Like we have like, for this is the first year my daughter and my nephew are taking the bus, so like it has the bus times on there, what number the bus is. Then we also have like little appointments on there, like if we need help with something, it's all on there. So having that calendar really was great. Like it really just showed like I can use the same processes that I use at work, I can use them at home, and like to really just help my home life continue to move in a forward motion, and then for me to continue to reach my goals. Like, why are we here? Like what's the goal? What's the purpose? You know, like God gave me a purpose for my life. Am I walking in that purpose? Am I doing those things? And that is something to just remember just for your daily life, because I think sometimes we just get wrapped up in like life itself, and it's just like, I have a purpose here. What can I learn from this? How can I grow from it? How can I move forward with it? So as far as moving forward with it, what do I want to improve upon? So whatever is keeping my systems in place even when life is chaotic. One of the major things that I did not do in September, like I already talked about, is writing my planner every single day. That made my month so chaotic, but like life would already have been chaotic even if I was writing in my planner. The point would be for me to write in my planner to make it feel a little less chaotic, make me feel like I'm still accomplishing the things I need to accomplish, keeping my goals at the forefront of my mind, all of that, right? So I need to still write in my planner. Just taking like 5 minutes a day to just write in your planner, Nicole, like just do it. And that is something that I'm going to improve upon going into October. These last 3 months of the year are my favorite months of the year, but they are always the craziest. October is like, we're getting ready for the holidays. We're gearing up, we're preparing, we're setting. November is not just my birthday month, but it's Thanksgiving. We're preparing for that, preparing for family time. And then Christmas is Christmas. I love Christmas. I just love the feel of it, the atmosphere of it. It's such a good time. So these last 3 months, I already know are just going to be wild and crazy, not just at home, but at work. I work retail, so this is it. Like, I personally love my job, so it's not like I'm trying to get out of retail, so I just have to embrace it, you know? I just have to embrace that time. Keeping my systems in place for my chaotic life. That is just, it's just going to be chaotic. So we're just embracing the chaos of the last couple months of the year and still like moving forward with the processes that I've set in place. If you haven't watched my planning video, my planning vlog, it would have been the vlog right before this one, where I had already did my planner for the month of October. Like I kind of set it out and to kind of have a visual, but then I go basically every week and I just fill out my weekly. But during that time of planning, I do like my monthly overview. So I've already done that, but I do want to quickly talk about my 12-week goals and my 12-week year. Now, if you don't know, I do the 12-week year. That is where you condense down your yearly goals into 12 weeks, helping you achieve more in 12 weeks than you could achieve in 12 months. There is a whole process to it. There is how it's set up, how the goals go, what you're supposed to do. I do have a video on that. If you want to see it, I'll have it linked down below or up in the cards above where you can check it out. That is how I do my goal setting and achieving, by using the 12-week year. Now, going into that, I pretty much did not do a 12-week year these last 12 weeks. It was non-existent. It was not there. We need to get it together. We need to get it together. So I have decided to basically squash that 12-week year and we're going to do a new one. Now I don't have the setup for it currently. I am going to do a separate video on it, but I do want to tell you what my goals are for the 12-week year that I'm starting over. I think I'm going to do the 1st of October. Oh my God. Okay. That's perfect. It literally puts me the week before Christmas, which is perfect. And then I like to start another 12-week year literally the day after Christmas, or like the week after Christmas, but before, like the week before New Year's, which is pretty much Christmas week, or like the week after Christmas. But anyway, I like to start another 12-week year then, instead of like waiting for the new year to start. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do October 1st to December 17th is going to be my 12-week year, my next 12-week year. I did already set my goals because my life is so just crazy. My time is a little bit different. The things that I have to look at and pay attention to as far as my time, and like use time management to my benefit. I need my goals to be a little bit smaller, in the sense of like not diminishing them, but in the sense of they can't be like so all consuming, because just my time is just not there. It's really just not there. In the sense of like I spend a lot of time in the car. And like a lot of time like just kind of sitting and waiting. My goals have to be something I can obtain when I have that time in the car. So less like hands-on-ish and more of like processes and systems. I hope that makes sense, but let me tell you what my goals are. So goal number 1 is a savings goal, and I have to save for 2 things specifically. I'm going to save for travel, because I am traveling at the beginning of the year, 2025, and I want my money to be set ready for that. And I'm saving for my car maintenance. I have something that I need to get. I need to get tires for my car. That is kind of a bigger expense. I do have like an emergency fund, for example, and I could use that, but I don't want to diminish my emergency fund when I can save up the money for my car maintenance. So those are the 2 saving goals that I'm focusing on specifically. I do have like little ones that I do, like for example, this year, 2024 is the first year I've been saving for Christmas all year long. So like that savings is continuing. I save for like my taxes. I save for my taxes because that comes once a year. And and school. I guess that's kind of like, it's not really all year long, but there are the other things that I'm saving for. It's just those 2 are going to be like my focuses for the 12-week year, and the ones that I'm tracking. So because like the goal is a little bit smaller, more specific, but it takes me a less brain energy, I guess, every single day, I can still achieve the goal. Goal number 2 is content plan execution. So basically what I mean by this is I am going to make a content plan for the month, and then I'm going to execute said plan. Once again, in my plan video, I kind of talk about this, but in depth, I've decided that I'm going to post 1 long form video a week, 1 short form video a week, and then if I have extra time to post another long form video a week, it is optional. I also planned out all my videos for the month. So currently October, the whole month it's planned. What I'm going to do is set, and then I have like the optional video days for like if I'm feeling a little more creative, if I have like a day where I'm like my editing is on point and I get it done in like 10 minutes, or if I'm feeling like I want to add in just a random video, like I'm inspired to just put an extra random video in, I have that that in there. I have that flexibility. But then I also have like my standard videos that I do. Like for example, this one, my reset video is pretty standard for me. I do it every single month and it helps me, gives you kind of like the motivation to keep going and keep doing these processes and systems and to be productive. That is my content plan execution. So just literally making the plan for the month and then executing it, making sure I check those boxes. Yes, I have that first reset video, and then I have, you know, whatever the video is after that. My shorts, I plan them out ahead of time, and then I'll have them posted, all of that. And then goal number 3, because I have a hard time just not making 3 goals, is travel agent training once a week. So this is once a week. I will choose a time to do some type of travel agent training. And I'm at the point where I am a travel agent. I can book travel and all that, but I still have some training that I need to do, like videos I need to watch, things that I need to listen to and all that. So I need to go in and make sure I do that. So, and I said once a week because I don't want it to be overwhelming. I know that these next 3 months are going to be crazy. Once a week is realistic for me, and still a little challenging to just make sure I do something in that once a week. I don't want it to be lost. I don't want it to be forgotten. I want to make sure I'm still in it so I can, if someone says, hey, can you look up this travel thing for me, I can take care of it type situation. So, to kind of keep it going, I know I'm doing a lot. But that's okay. That's okay. I like the fact that I'm doing a lot. I like the fact that I'm still doing it and moving forward with it, if that makes sense. So those are my 3 goals for my 12-week year. Like I said, I'll have another video on that, like breaking them down, because I do strategies and everything, but I actually want to read the book again. I think I even want to like have the book to like highlight, but that really just depends on if I can get to the secondhand bookstore, because I'm not trying to like buy the book. It's like $20. So if I can get like a thrifted version, even like if I do like a thrift books online, so sometimes they have it for like $10 online. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I want to do. But either way, I'm going to read the book again so I can have it like fresh in my brain and it gives me motivation. Now, speaking of reading books, if you don't know, I do have a book talk and I also have a book club. A book club is called Coley's Cozy Corner, where we read books about Black women being loved on. We're currently selecting the book for October. It will actually, by the time you watch this video, the book will have been selected. But if you want to check out the book club, it is on Fable and it is linked down below. I also usually do a financial monthly update at this time. Because of my very disorganized month of September, I don't have my budget set. My budget wasn't set for me to be able to do a monthly milestone update. So I am going to have to skip it for this month, but that just shows you what happens when you're disorganized and you don't write your stuff down, you don't keep your budget, you don't do what you're supposed to do, basically. But I digress. Either way, I don't have one. So we'll have an update next month and I'll let you know where we're at, okay? I promise. Now, lastly, for my monthly reset are my favorites for the month. So first, we're going to talk about my book favorite of the month, and it is A Queen This Fierce and Deadly by Stasia Stark. Ooh, I absolutely loved this book. This is the 4th book in the Kingdom of Lies series. Yes, Kingdom of Lies by Stasia Stark. There were 4 books. This was the 4th one. And this concluded the story. It was so good. The main character of the story was Priska. Priska is a human and she lives in a world where having magic can be a very dangerous thing. The king comes to see if the humans have magic when they're young. If they have magic, he takes the magic from them, and then when they turn the age of, I think, 25, they can receive the magic back. If they have a good magic, the king usually like ask them to come work for him, you know, something like that. If they have just a mediocre magic, they can probably stay in their hometown. Now, there's also like fae and mercenaries and then hybrids also in this kingdom. And the mercenary is the male main character. He is a mercenary. He ends up finding Priska. They hate each other. It's like an enemies to lovers in the beginning. And that's just in the 1st book. So I feel like I've already probably given you a little too many details, but if you love fantasy, romantasy, fae, magic, war, fighting, if you love that, you'll love this book. Highly recommend. A little bit of spice. I would say like 2.5, 3 spice. But as far as the series, four-star series for sure. And then also my favorite channel of the month is Meia Snow. If you've been following Meia for a long time, she used to be called Britain Snow. Long story short, her actual name is Amelia. And so then she changed her channel name to be her name, which is Meia, which is like a nickname for Amelia. So I love her channel. Oh my God, I love her channel. Like I really wish I could meet her one. Like she's one of the people that like I watch and like I would want to meet them one day. Like actually like meet her, like go to a meet and greet, go to an event or whatever and like meet her, just because she's just so fun and she's so real, like real, like just real. She does like real life things on her channel. She is like, she is popular for fitness. She does like fitness videos. She also has a, what's it called? Fitwear or activewear line. Activewear, yes, she has an activewear line, one for like the big girls, okay, because she's a plus size girly. So I think her size is like extra large, so she's like on a smaller side of the plus size girlies. But when she started, I think she started as a 2X, and then she started making like leggings for plus size or whatever. So love her channel. And I've been, like I said, she's been like on her vlog, in her vlog bag, like she's been vlogging like crazy, and she just said she's gonna do Vlogtober, so that's vlogs every single day, so I'm excited about that. But anyway, just love her channel and just love watching her. Like she's like one of the people that I just turn on and I'm just listening to her in the background so I can like do things, like if I need to clean, if I need to cook or whatever, like I'm listening to her. So yeah, she was my favorite YouTuber for the month. So that's it, guys. I've been running my mouth for like 25 minutes, which actually that's not too bad actually. Yeah, that's it for this reset, guys. We're in the month of October. Like I said, I love fall. I love everything about fall. So if you haven't been watching my videos, you don't know, but I've been doing like cozy videos. Like I did like a cozy planning vlog. I'm gonna do a cozy reading vlog. Just getting into the fall vibes and enjoying the time. Like summer's cool, summer's great, summer's fine because like I'm out, you know, doing fun things like at the pool or going on vacation or whatever. But fall is just like about just being like snuggled up and just like feeling good like in your space. And like I feel like it's just more relaxing, even though like the holiday is coming, the chaos is coming, but this is a more like relaxing time. I don't know, this is how I feel about it. That's just how I feel. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope there is something in this video that helped you. Like I said, if you want a template for my monthly reflection, just leave me a comment down below. Also, I have a template for my 12-week year and my explanation of the 12-week year. I'll leave that down below as well. And if you love to read and you're looking for a book club, reread about Black women being loved on, I will leave the link to my book club down as well. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.